Good evening, family. Welcome back to my channel. This is Kathy Beck coming to you with another Country Wayne skit from these Country Wayne streets of Skitlanta. Now we're gonna get back in here again with our good old sis Natasha over on Natasha Lane. Her and Kendrick tells Kendrick that she finally told Rolanda the truth. Let's see what Kendrick got to say.
And she took it bad.
She took it worse than I expected. I actually thought she would understand why I was trying to make calculated decisions, but no. She cried. She was devastated. She feels like I crossed a boundary.
I mean, Tasha, first of all, I'm proud of you for finally revealing this whole mess because, you made the right decision on when to tell her based on the information that you had.
That's what I'm saying. I kept saying, listen, my sister is involved. Like he totally wrapped up with whatever he is thinking.
Right.
How was I supposed to? And Don is so naive. If I don't govern her, who will?
And then the fact that
But no,
you
no,
didn't know.
no. What you mean? If I don't govern her, who will? At the end of the day, she's a grown behind woman, Natasha. Like enough is enough with treating Dawn like a baby. I know what you promised your parents at the gravesite when they was up here. I mean, not up here, but when they was alive, you told them you would look out for Dawn because Dawn was different. I guess she always got into trouble. She always acted younger than what she is. No responsibility whatsoever. But you got to let people fall and handle their own life. You got to let them deal and grow up. Cut the umbilical cord, Natasha. That's not your responsibility. She is grown. She has to learn hard lessons on her own. She'll sit up there and disrespect you. Um, uh, Put your life in jeopardy, go against you, and then you have to take her on. You have to have her stay with you on house arrest. Now she's sitting up there dealing with a dangerous man who she was in jail for. Now she's in love with the man. Make it make sense. Like Natasha, stop it. Because you bring all this on yourself. I don't blame Ro for being pissed off with you because you sitting up there going against your friend for a girl who you didn't want anything to do with. You wanted to keep her in jail. You didn't like the fact that she had to stay in your house on house arrest. You didn't care about none of that. Now you so scared. Staxx, she's in the hands of this cold-blooded killer. Well, that's not her. She want to be in love with this man. And let her deal with it. Stop dealing with this grown-ass woman. I'm sorry, excuse my language, but it's the truth. You coddle her too much. You treat her like a baby, and you need to stop it. Get your life and live your life. What's up with you and Kendrick? Y'all can get back together or what? And forget about Dawn. Come on.
How credible his threats were. Based on the information you and I know.
Absolutely.
We knew he had a history. We knew that he was capable of doing some bad things.
She doesn't
manipulating people, scamming people, it just hurting people in any way possible. So based on that, I guess you have to understand that she would be upset. I personally don't know why she would be upset at you, but she has to lash out at somebody. And I think she's trying to. I see women when they do that, they lash out at the people who are trying to help them the most. And you just happen to be in the crossfire.
Children do that to you too.
But I think we just need to give her time and let her process it on her own terms. And hopefully she'll see that ultimately you and I were trying to help this whole situation.
I don't know. I think if you were there, you would see it from my point of view. Like she was devastated. I mean, she kicked me out of her house. I'm explaining to her. And what's crazy is that as I'm explaining to her why I decided to withhold the information, she knows Dawn firsthand.
Right.
She didn't even care. She said, hey, if you
Dawn caused you a lot of problems.
I mean, she's
and now you worried about that.
Whatever I can to keep Dawn on the
I know that's your sister, but
Right.
sometimes your family will screw you over worse than a stranger.
I mean, but it's your sister. You're supposed to help her and figure out this situation. She didn't know that.
Would she have done the same for her?
At the same time, holding this over your head with your sister, like she just has to understand, and I think she will eventually. But you just got to give it time. I mean, I don't know. It's a tough draw, and I don't want you to feel bad about it. You did what you had to do, and this had to all come out, Tasha. I mean, it had to all come out. So we knew. Did I tell you? I just think we knew that she wouldn't take this lightly. And be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
it's time. I just
Yeah.
Carried one cross.
yeah,
Now I gotta carry another, it feels like.
yeah. What are you thinking?
You know what? Can you come back tomorrow morning by any chance?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you should be by yourself tonight. I could probably stay. 1 o'clock.
I actually need time to process all of this myself.
Okay. Okay.
You think you
But
slick,
I think if
Kendrick? You ain't slick. You want me to come back early in the morning? Well, it looked like you need somebody here tonight to ease your mind from this trauma from Rolanda. I know it was a lot. I could just stay here and wake up with you in the morning, boo thing. You ain't slick, Kendrick.
you can come back in the morning, you can give me some time to kind of unfold what I want to do next.
I'll do that.
Ooh, child. They something else. Well, I don't know. How many of y'all want? Put in the comments. You want Natasha and Kendrick to get back together? What y'all think? I thought they was cute couple before all this mess started going on, and we wasn't trusting Kendrick. But they straightened all that out, and they back on track. I wasn't liking that Charles mess. She was spending a little bit too much time with Charles. Let Charles go. But I don't know. I kind of want her and Kendrick together. I don't like the situation with her and Rodo. I wish they need to repair that friendship. But what do you think about Dawn, y'all, in this mess? That's her sister. Rada died to the end, regardless of how her sister does her. It was right for her to stand behind her sister. Nobody want nothing to happen. Of course, we ain't want nothing to happen. Um, you don't want nothing to happen to your sister, even though they piss you off and do a lot of stupid stuff. Sister, brother, whatever, your sibling, you don't want nothing to happen. But they will also stab you in the back and do you dirty, like Dawn has done Natasha. Would she had done this for Natasha? Would she look out for her like this the same way? She been putting her through the ringer for years, giving Natasha her behind the kiss. Now, Natasha has always helped her out. Natasha has also had a joint account together. Do y'all think it's weird? I just was thinking about this the other day. That Dawn owned the house worth almost like $500,000, but Natasha is renting her house based on a conversation the other day. Um, Move from her other spot to this one. Is how is Dawn doing better with her house than Natasha? Ownership versus renting. But she the one that's the attorney doing good, and Dawn, God knows, just mooching off of her. How did she get in that situation with a house better than Natasha's? Please explain that to me. What am I missing? Have you been doing better for Dawn than you've been doing for yourself, Natasha? I found that strange. I don't know. Put in the comments what y'all think. Did y'all think about that? Okay. I don't know, but I just that was a little surprising to me.